Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at the Suns. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And check it out, Indiana. They were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately, they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And for Indiana, the perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the point. And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes. So I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
Here's Porzingis. Out to White. And here's Tatum for 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thank you, David. So it's the Celtics now. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here's Halliburton following the bucket by the Celtics. For 3, Siakam. Porzingis with the rebound. Now White, who's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee. Going inside, it's tipped. Holiday against Halliburton. Pass to Mathurin. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
A smooth operator in that pick and roll. Mathurin understanding how to capitalize with that handle.
Outside Tatum. Brown against Mathurin. Fires from deep. Brown, good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton for 3. Cans it from downtown. Halliburton's got 5 points so far.
Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. Indiana trailing here. Now, here is Halliburton. He has 5. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Tatum finds Brown. Back to Tatum. Off target from three-point range. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Siakam, a screen on White. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Great D that time from Tatum.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's White. Out to Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Pacers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Holiday. To the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And, you know, guys, it's good to see Turner converting these difficult baskets. I mean, in part because it has to help his confidence.
Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smith, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
Now, here's Siakam. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Orlando. Pass to Halliburton. Siakam, a screen on Holiday. Halliburton inside the three-point line. Misses the jumper. The Celtics with the lead. And here is Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Mathurin. And here's Tatum for three. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a four-point play. It's going to be on Miles Turner. Mark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
And they get it back. Pass to Nembhard. 6 to shoot. Turner with a screen on White. And they call an illegal screen here. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. The Celtics second.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Isaiah Jackson. He's checked in for Miles Turner. Back to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Siakam. The three from Tatum. Rebounded by Jackson.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Pass to Nembhard. Holiday against Halliburton. Jackson a screen on Holiday. Halliburton drives in. Nembhard finds Halliburton. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tatum's shot is off. Pacers trail by 5. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. To the inside. Stolen by Holiday. Fast break. Here they come. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, I really like the way Holiday runs with a purpose in these situations. It's not enough just to run the floor. You've got to know exactly where you want to run.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Nesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Halliburton passes to Siakam. To halt the run. Great D that time from Tatum.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
takes it in. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Nemhard with it. White's there. Indiana again missing.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Now here's Brown. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. And here's the break. Halliburton with it. He's picked up by White. White against Halliburton. Driving in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on White. Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum level capability. His turnover numbers outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
2 points. That one goes. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. And he banks in the layup. Halliburton's got 9.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
Out to the right wing. Outside Holiday. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, Holiday is deceptively tall and strong and has great point guard skills, and that makes it really hard to defend him.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers, Clark, maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 9. Yes, that goes in.
Halliburton read what the defense was trying to do and then found his man off the pick. Beautifully done.
Brown against Halliburton. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Pocket 6. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 7-point differential. Now Toppin. Jackson setting the pick here for Toppin. He shoots again, and the layup by Jackson.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Brown. 5 points in the game.
You know, early on, Brown struggled with his confidence taking threes. Now, he's a knockdown threat.
Brown against Halliburton. Pass to Toppin. Jackson setting the pick here for Toppin. There's the drive, and that one good.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Boston leading by 6. Here's Brown. He's got 8. Right side Horford. Free throw line jump shot. It's rebounded by Indiana. 1:11 left to play in the first. Halliburton against Brown. Jackson a screen on Brown. Halliburton passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
An elite passer. Halliburton is especially dangerous in the pick and roll.
Here's Pritchard, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Pass to Hauser. And the Celtics another three.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Pacers trail by 7. Halliburton outside. Toppin a screen on Brown. Halliburton passes to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Getting elevated is something Toppin has no problem with. Give him airspace at your own peril.
Brown against Halliburton. Brown with it. 8 points for him. They set the pick. Lets it go with a 3. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
On the court right now for the Celtics, Tatum and Horford man the post positions. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot.
Outstanding concentration and control right there by Halliburton. And one opportunity.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Here's Pritchard. No scoring in this one. Tatum against Mathurin. Tatum down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hands on Benedict Mathurin.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Pacers trail by 5. Halliburton outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
Cornette kicks to Tatum. Over Mathurin. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
McConnell passes to Turner. Mathurin with the ball. And it's sent back by Horford.
Horford relentless as a defender in good position. That shot never had a chance.
Great job by Tatum in close.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
McConnell, no good on the 3. Boston leading by 5. Pass to Pritchard. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Halliburton finds McConnell. On the wing, Mathurin. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Mathurin's got 5.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Tatum looking around. And it's sent back by Turner. And a wide open look for Halliburton. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Offensive rebound.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Toppin kicks to McConnell. Indiana moving the ball away. And here's Halliburton. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Halliburton. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Pacers 4th.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Mathurin against Tatum. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Now, here's McConnell. He has yet to score. Toppin sends a screen for McConnell. Lets it go from the wing. Horford with the rebound. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Pritchard. Boston again missing. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for Indiana. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Toppin. Mathurin with a screen on Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And it's Tatum completing the break. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
Boston leading by 3. Here's Holiday. It's stolen by Mathurin. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. A shot by McConnell. No good.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Here's Pritchard. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Holiday. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Pritchard gets the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
I tell you what, he clearly is one of the best players in the league who does not get the same kind of gas that other guys do. But there's no better all-around guard in the NBA than Drew Holiday.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Horford. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. McConnell against Holiday. McConnell passes to Mathurin. Toppin a screen on Brown. Down low, Mathurin finds Toppin. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Toppin, so much fun to watch. Put that on the highlight reel.
Celtics leading by 4. Outside Holiday. Brown outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown to the middle. Got a piece of it. Turner with the steal. Mathurin. He's covered by Brown. Pass to McConnell. Now Toppin. Shot clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Mark, when you think of siblings who have played in the NBA, the Lopez brothers, and now the Toppin brothers come to mind.
Can only imagine how cool a feeling that is to be able to play in the NBA with your brother. It's a dream come true for anybody to get to the highest level of pro basketball. And then to have a couple of players from the same family doing it together? Come on, man. Doesn't get any better than that.
Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Indiana.
Boy, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
Pass to Nesmith. Turner with a screen on Brown. Inside, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
McConnell with it. He's picked up by White. Now McConnell. Scoreless thus far. Toppin, no one around him. No good. That would have tied it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Turner, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And Indiana making a change here. Siakam's checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Hauser's checked in. Now here is Holiday. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee. Brown, count that bucket. Brown's got 10 points in the game.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
Holiday against McConnell. Pass to Nembhard. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Hauser, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hauser's got his second basket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Turner, who's coming off a 13-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Now here's White, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Here's Holiday. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And now a 3-point Boston lead. Now, here's Siakam. He's covered closely. It's Turner, high post. Nembhard with it. He points his last outing. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Offensive rebound. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 3. Here's Nembhard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaylen Brown. The Pacers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Pacers. Halliburton comes in for T.J. McConnell. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics. And Clark, as we watch Aaron Nesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Nesmith He's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Al Horford is checked in for Luke Cornett.
Good job that time by Halliburton to get some help with the screen and then got a shot right off of the pick.
Hey, yo, right here.
Outside, White. The kick out to Brown. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Halliburton passes to Nesmith. Indiana moving the ball around. Back to Nembhard. Siakam a screen on White. Nembhard. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brown outside. Holiday against Halliburton. Down low. Here's White. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Celtics lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And so good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hello there, everybody. It's halftime, and right now the Indiana Pacers are in the midst of a good battle. I know we're always impartial, but are either of you guys pulling for a favorite here?
Well, as long as someone wins, I'm happy. When someone wins, we win.
That's right, because when someone wins, we get to leave and go home.
Wow, you talk about a couple of selfless teammates. Wonder what that's like. Changing topics now, how impressive was Jason Tatum in that first half?
Few players can change the game with their rebounding, but he's one of them.
And that about wraps it up.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Pass to Nembhard. Now, here's Siakam. Turner with a screen for Siakam. Takes it inside. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got 8 rebounds in this game. The kick out to Brown. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Halliburton outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Halliburton's got 19 points.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Tatum against Siakam. Tatum passes to Brown. And it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Celtics have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them. Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Outside Turner for the tie. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Halliburton for 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Boston leading by 3. Right side Tatum. The shot, no good. Good D by Siakam. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Driving to the basket. And the shot goes down. He's got 21.
Tyrese Halliburton so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team. And tonight, he's embraced being the scorer.
Holiday finds White. Back to Holiday. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Turner passes to Mathurin. White against Halliburton. To the middle. Here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Does a nice job at capitalizing in the screen and roll. I mean, Turner's IQ and size. Tough to contain when he's rolled into the basket.
Outside Holiday. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. It's Brown on the wing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin, he's jacked in for Siakam. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Andrew Nembhard. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Tatum's got 21.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Holiday. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, put up about 12 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Here's Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And now a 3-point Celtic lead.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Halliburton, no good. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Tyrese Halliburton on top.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Outside Mathurin. Six on the shot clock. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. He goes on Jason Tatum.
Pretty easy to get excited about Benedict Mathurin's potential. He's got a high motor and a terrific set of athletic skills and the ability to knock it down.
Boston has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Tatum with a screen on McConnell. On the wing, Brown. Over Mathurin. And it's Brown missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to McConnell. Toppin with it. Shot clock at 5. And he lays it straight in. Toppin's got 10.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Porzingis finds Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown sets a screen for Porzingis. The three from Tatum. Boston again missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. Good season for him last year. And he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Now, here's McConnell. Nothing on the board. Halliburton up top, guarded by Holiday. Shots good by Turner.
For Turner, I think it's all about staying aggressive. I mean, when he does that, he's capable of converting over tough defense.
Brown against Mathurin. Here's Tatum. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Halliburton. And McConnell gets it to go.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Tatum against Toppin. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Tapping a screen on Holiday. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. Let's see, they say last touch by Mathurin. The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Outside Tatum. Tatum from 3.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
McConnell passes to Mathurin. Toppin sets a screen for Mathurin. Porzingis with the steal. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, how about Porzingis showing you some nice quickness and activity, determined to get after the steal.
Pass to Toppin. Now Mathurin, guarded by Holiday. Mathurin passes to Jackson. Nice D from Porzingis. And it's the Celtics ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Through contact, Tatum.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And here's McConnell. Jackson, a screen on Holiday. Here's Mathurin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And battling against the interior of that defense. Nice to see that Mathurin has that toughness.
The Pacers making a change here. Halliburton's checked in. Al Horford's checked in for the Celtics. Boston leading by 7. Brown dishes to Horford. Pass to Pritchard. Right side Tatum. The kick out to Holiday. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Toppin, and Toppin throws it down.
And nice read for Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
The Celtics have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Austin also with the sub. Hauser's checked in. Mathurin against Brown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Benedict Mathurin.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
6 to shoot. Here's Pritchard, and there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Halliburton outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 8 points in the quarter.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Down low. Defended by Mathurin. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Andrew Nembhard checked in for Benedict Mathurin. 1:24 left to play here in the third. Now Halliburton. 24 points for him. With the drive. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. And again, it's Indiana.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Halliburton. Back to Horford. Celtics passing it around. Cornette passes to Pritchard. And the 3 ball is good. Pritchard's got 7 points.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And it's Halliburton penetrating. Siakam up top. Halliburton outside. Pass to Nemhard. Clock at 6. It's up a 3. Rebound Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Horford the pass to Brown. Here's Cornette, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Seven seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Halliburton. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle.
Come on, we got to have some presence down there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Celtics, Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. In the corner, it's Neesmith. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now, here's Tatum. Neesmith covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
You know, over his first couple of seasons, Tatum has really increased his trips to the line, playing more aggressively.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Halliburton passes to Turner. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Boy, games like this really show Turner is the full package. When he puts it all together, it's special.
Here's Tatum, and it's sent back by Turner to tie it up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Pacers.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
Halliburton is just one of those young guys that has a really well-rounded game. Makes shots pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Fires for 3. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Tatum kicks to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Nemhard covering. They set the screen. Into the lane. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Pass to Nemhard. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Inside, Tatum automatic.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's guarded closely. And he drives in. A shot by Nemhard, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Nemhard finds Halliburton. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Pritchard, covered by Siakam. And it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away. His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Halliburton. Basket good. Halliburton's got 30 points.
Driving lanes are created because they have to respect Halliburton's perimeter shot.
The Pacers making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Drew Holiday's checked in for Luke Cornett. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. That three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Mathurin against Holiday. Siakam outside. Turner with a screen for Siakam. 5 to shoot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, the strength that Turner has added to his body on display there. Stayed composed and got it up and down through the contact.
Turner no good on the free throw. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Takes a free. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
This is why Tatum is a superstar. His confidence in shooting the ball right away. Quick release. Money.
Siakam finds Halliburton. Back to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Tatum with it. Over Siakam. Tatum no good. Pacers trail by 3. Now here is Halliburton. Outside Turner to tie it up. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And the basket by Horford.
Horford combines skill and power with experience and smarts. And that makes him hard to shut down in the paint.
Pass to Halliburton. Screen by Siakam. Halliburton passes to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward. And he needs to be as an undersized player.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Celtics passing it around. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6 assists in the game.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates, a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
In the corner, it's Nesmith. And here's Halliburton. Rebound, Boston. Horford's got 6 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Mathurin. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. For 3. And they'll get another chance. Back to Tatum. His three-pointers off the mark.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Back to Mathurin. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Nesmith. Now here is Halliburton. To the inside, Turner, and it's good, 2 points. 19 points for Miles Turner.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Pritchard passes to Horford. Here's Pritchard over Siakam. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Halliburton. It's Turner, high post. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Tatum against Siakam. Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 39.
Well, Tatum can find the shot he wants just about anywhere. He's got that kind of versatility.
And it's Halliburton penetrating.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for the Pacers. Here's Holiday. Now Tatum. Shoots from 8. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Turner. Indiana trailing here. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Outside Turner. Pass to Halliburton. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the paint, here's Porzingis. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Halliburton outside. Stolen by Tatum. And pushing it up, here's Boston. The wide-open look here for Holiday. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And the Celtics lead by 5.
I tell you, boy, he comes up big at the right time. I love his demeanor, though. His disposition says all business, and I'm ready for whatever is needed. Halliburton coming up big. No rest in that man's game. He takes the shot and makes the shot.
Tatum gets to Holiday. It's White on the wing. Here's Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. Here's Nembhard. And Boston with the rebound. Brown feeling out a bit. And here's Tatum for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Mathering's got his 6th rebound on the night. Siakam finds Halliburton. Siakam against Tatum. Here's Turner. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him. Turner's got 21.
Proving he has the clutch DNA. Love seeing Turner up his game during these big possessions.
Tatum against Siakam. Outside Tatum. Outside Porzingis. Screen by Porzingis. 4 on the clock. And here's Tatum for 3. Down the trifecta.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Tatum against Siakam. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Outside Tatum. A shape. It's to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, this team takes on a different attitude when Porzingis imposes his will like that. His energy and attitude, infectious.
Once again, give it up for your Pacemates dance team.
– 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And taken away by Brown. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
Assist from Jaylen Brown.
So we see Boston get the win here. A solid win on the